is Debra Blaine. I am the English as a Second Language instructor here at the Providence Housing Authority in 50 Laurel Hill Avenue. We've had a program here in this building for almost 7 years. And basically, I teach 3 classes every day. I have a morning class that starts at 9 o'clock, which is a higher level English class. I have a class at 11 o'clock, which is an intermediate class, and I have a class at 2:30, which is a class for low-level students. However, in the summer, our classes are a little different. My 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock class are reading, and my 2:30 class, Monday and Tuesday, is grammar, and Wednesday and Thursday is conversation. But that was only for the summer. Starting in September, we will go to a more formal format where I will be teaching different skills at all those levels. 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and 2:30 classes are taught all language skills, listening, speaking, reading and writing, English as a second language for those students who feel that they need it to survive in this country. I have very many different students from many different countries. I don't really allow too much Spanish in my class, just English. And they appreciate that because they understand that they need these skills to survive in the United States. Some of my students have been here a very short time, and some of them have been here much longer. But regardless, we do test them at the beginning of the session, and then we test them at the end. So we know what they are capable of and any gains they've made throughout the semester. We have a semester that starts in September, and we have another one that starts in January, as well as our summer session, which only has a few more weeks to go. And we do projects. We have a garden in the summer that everyone's been involved in with that. We go on field trips, and we also have speakers that come into the classroom and talk about things that are important. Health issues, nutrition issues, domestic violence, and a few other things that come up during the year. We try to address that with special speakers. And that's basically what I do.
So, this English as a Second Language program, how do you feel it could benefit residents?
Well, it can benefit residents because they live in this country and they need to be able to speak the language. Many of them will eventually try to get work, and you need to understand instructions. It doesn't make any difference what kind of job you get. If someone is speaking to you in English, you have to be able to understand them, respond, and do what your boss or supervisor asks you to do. It's also important that they learn English just to be able to survive in the community, survive at the doctor, post office, the drugstore. Those are all life skills which are really, really important, as well as things like getting a driver's license. They have to understand rules of the road, and they have to understand all kinds of basic things. In addition, I also teach culture. The United States has a different culture than many other countries, and there are some things that are very, very true here that aren't necessarily true in other places, like punctuality is a real cultural thing for the United States, in the United States. So those are things I have to teach.
And one last question. How do you, in your opinion, has this program been successful so far?
As I said before, we test them at the beginning of the semester and we test them at the end. And I'm very lucky and very happy to say that my students, as a rule, make very big gains on their tests. But that's only a paper and pencil test. I can see just by interaction in the classroom that there are huge gains made within these 4 walls. And that makes me happy because I know they're getting what they need and they're being successful. They're telling me that I could speak to my child's teacher, I went to the doctor and didn't need a translator. Things like that make a very, very big difference. And in addition, our students are getting jobs. So, you know, bottom line, that's really important.
So, what's your name?
Thanks.
My name is Martha Rezek.
Martha.
How did you find out about the ESL program?
Okay, I'm on the part of the Section A program, and that's all I heard about, and I'm really interested in improve my English. speak.
English. Okay. Now, what's your first language?
My first language is Spanish.
Spanish.
I'm from Dominican Republic.
Okay. And how do you like the class so far?
Oh my goodness, I really love the teacher. She's very, very open, when we have questions concerning about anything. Even it's not concerning about the class that we really follow by the book, but something from outside she explained very, very good.
Okay. Well,
What are some things that you're doing in the class, like presently, like right now?
Right now, we are follow one book about stories that pass in some place, and then we discuss in class about we are reading. First, the teacher read the story, then we listen, and by paragraph we can read too, and if any word that we never see before, we write it down, and then she explain by sign or compare with something else, and that's the way that we understand what means.
okay. Now, and when did the class start? How long have you been in?
It's for 7 weeks.
7 weeks?
Yeah, we are on the 5th week.
And you started learning English with this class?
No, before we had to take a placement test, and that's the way that we know in what level we will be.
All right. You're pretty good. You're good enough.
Yeah, I started with the level 5
Okay.
because I'm coming from New York, and there I went to school.
Oh, okay.
Would you say that you learned a lot in this class?
Oh yes, because sometimes, first of all, for me, is the pronunciation, and sometimes the listening is not really good, and now I learn more.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Can you use this coupon?
Yes.
Oh my God, the Hellman's mayonnaise costs you like 35 cents or something crazy like that. So that's why this is a great thing to have, and that as well. Save some money. Okay, don't give the money to the store if you can avoid it. Keep it in your pocket. Okay.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Any questions about this? No? Okay. Here's my eraser. Well, we won't erase that yet. We'll do something first. Remember yesterday we did our questions? Remember?
Yes.
Of course you remember. Remember these? Okay. This is what I'm going to do. Ronald, you weren't here, but you're going to be fine. I'm going to say the question. You're going to give me an answer. Ready? Let's see how you do. Plural you. Plural you. Do you study English? Yes.
Yes, we are.
We do. Plural you. Did you eat lunch yesterday?
Yes, we.
You?
Yes, we do.
Yes, you do.
Did you?
No, yes, we do.
With the
Is your sister young?
Yes, she is.
You got it. Oh, you guys are killing me. Let's see, I don't want to do that. Were they happy last week?
Yes,
they
are.
Were they happy last week?
Yes, they were. Where? No. Where?
You're right. Are you a doctor?
No, I'm not.
Do you cook dinner every night? Do you cook dinner every night?
Yes, I do.
Are they washing windows?
No, they are.
You got it. Did you go to the dentist yesterday?
No. No, I didn't.
Did you?
No, I did.
I don't want to do that one. Don't want to do that one. Is your friend from another country?
Yes, she is.
You got it.